Guys, so we're back here trying to model the Titanic ship. Now, in the last video, what I did was to sort of draw this enclosure, which is expected to represent the width and the height, as well as the length of the ship. So it's expected that at this stage, we will start to draw out certain models to sort of fit the ship. So what I'm going to do is sort of try to shape out the base. We're actually drawing for several reference images later on. Now I've realized that if I press the 1, we don't have a front or back view. And when I press the 7, we don't have a top down view. So I'm going to add that reference as well. So if I press Shift A, I click on image reference. I'm just going to select from all my images that I've already saved as reference and look into this list. Let's pull out first. We can only have overhead images from here. So we could look at any of this. This is obviously useful. And this actually gives us several decks if we can see decks properly, or we could as well use any of this images, heritage ships, ship images. Let's say we could use this. Um, uh, this is a good one as well. Though not very bright, but we could actually use this. As you can see, it has a label Titanic. Could look out if we have something else that we can use. Lifestyle line, RMS Titanic. So this is also a good one. I think this relates to that. So you could probably use that. That's just a white color. I think the top view will be this basically. So we're going to sort of copy this and open Creator. Could use Photoshop if you have Photoshop, or use Creator, which is accessible to everyone. Create new file of clipboard. Left from clipboard. So what I'm going to do now is select this and try to resize it. If I hold Shift key and try to resize it, I'm going to go down here to images, try to increase the size. Now RZ, and then go with this image because that's a top deck. I think the A down to B, C, D, G. That's the top deck. Just going to enlarge this. Size. Don't move it to center. Probably just type in probably. It's not going beyond that size, so I'm just going to push it out. Use it out more. I'll tell you this, that when I first did this, I'm not sure I used the overhead. I wasn't this specific about the overhead actually, so hopefully this turns out better than what I did. So I'm going to have to make sure it's exactly size. Get quite close, so I'm just gonna move it up a bit. Yeah, I think I got it right. Just go item, lock the location, lock the rotation. Oh, that's moving importantly how to rename this as overview and move it into the images section. Or I still need to reassemble this. I'll press N to make this visible. And what I'll also do is to reduce the field this bit so it's easy to sort of lay out that. So I can see that it's not exactly right line on the side. So I'm just going to check that out properly and then move closer. Go back to the item unlock location, item in position. Need to expand it out a bit more. I'll go out. So still is okay. So I'll just hit the closer in, back in position. I think that works. To move out, see it's a bit taller here, so I'm just gonna move it down a bit. So just gonna leave it like that. So at least this is assures that we almost got this size right. But then it's not exactly the center, but I think what I'll need to do is seems like you can see some space here and no space here, so we'll probably need to move it a bit. First of all, I think the length is a bit too much, so I'm going to have to reduce that a bit. And that looks fine. Then I'll need to move it back in, position middle, so we can have similar spaces between this and this, because eventually it's as it moves towards the front, it reduces and moves reduce. So now that we got the over, next is to have the side. I'm not sure if we use this for the side. So if we go into, I'll lock this position again, go into the side view. That's what we have. Because we'll have the same, use the same image for the side view to replace this if we need to. But if you go into top view again, looks like, so we're going to look for another image to build the front view. That's in this view from it. I'm going to go back into the reference. So back in there, I'm going to go back here, and this is what it looks like. We could use this, or and I so like this exactly because it's quite detailed, so we can use that for somewhere like copy that, you to creator as well. This also looks quite clear. Take A. We could use this for the side view. Also, it's a bit cleaner than what we use, which is this. It's be faded. So in creator, I'm going to go to file, new again, create from clipboard, and save that. Come back to Blender and Shift A, reference, and select one that has a front or back. I'm going to go with this. Let's see what it looks like. And then I'm going to sort of increase the size of what the UI can take. Right, manually increase it. Move it into position. Increase it. Move into position. Increase more scale. Position again. Too big. That looks all right. I mean, it's just going to be a guide, really. It's not going to be fully exact. This image is not very clear, so just going to try and keep some space bar. So we're just going to try and use the image to. So guide us in modeling this. So three pixels down, that's where the masks go. The top view, 7, we're using that. And then 7 to the front view, first one, then that's what we'll use. Because we'll use that, and because we'll use another image. So I'm just going to rename this to ref4, and we'll actually name it to what the images contain. So that would be, so this ref font, and move that into the phone. So, like, we need to know what these are. So 7 and 1, 3. So we have multiple images from the side view. So we already imported this, so we click the fine. That's the front. That's the let's go to 7. Disable that top, so ref ref top. So definitely the rest are the side view. So just press 3, make everything go 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. So we're gonna work with this uh reference images, and we'll continue that in the next lesson. Thanks for joining. See you then.